the other Buckeye backer. You know him as the number one Chief Rocker. Jersey Vern, what up? And yes, I am talking groundhogs. That's all I do is talk golden groundhogs. You know that, Jersey. Come on, man. Come on. But anyway, welcome, Chief Rocker, the Buckeye backer himself, man, and host of just about every other show on Spreaker. But make sure you following him, X Squad affiliates, the Realcast Rangers out there pumping their thing and doing their thing as well. So check us all out, Spreaker.com. Now, with that being said, I told you a little bit earlier, I wanted to introduce you guys to what we're calling Georgia Six-Pack here. And Georgia has been real good to the Minnesota Golden Gophers here. Now, we've got players here that I think are really making a difference here. And I'm going to go through them briefly before we get into the NFL side of things and that tyrant, Roger Goodell, to keep it tuned here to Sports Done Right. First off, out of Bloomingdale, Georgia, from Savannah Christian Prep High School, Jalen Myrick. Now, Jalen is a very, very good defensive back. He's a 3-letter winner here. He majors in business and marketing education. 5'10", 205 pounds. Now, he played in 10 games. He started 7 last year. He missed 3 due to injury. But check it out. He made 27 tackles, 18 solo last year. 3.5 of those tackles were for losses behind the line of scrimmage. And he returned 12 kickoffs for 257 yards. That's a 21-plus yard average. He was named All Big Ten honorable mention. And he is one you really want to keep an eye on this year because this guy could find a way to get to the next level. He's got talent. Make no mistake. 5'10", a little short. But this dude can ball, man. You make sure you check him out. Again, that's Jalen Myrick, number 5 for the Gophers. He's a senior this year out of Bloomingdale, Georgia. And he is a phenomenal D-back, has a chance to be an all-conference defensive back for us this year. A Gopher defense is nothing without this man. With that being said, we go over to the guy we were just talking about taking over. Coming back into the mix, Rodney Smith. Now, he's from Jonesboro, Georgia. He's a redshirt sophomore. He went to Mundy's Mill High School down there in Jonesboro, or in that area. He is undeclared on his major, 5'11", 205 pounds. Played in 12 games, started 7 last year. As we said, he had 670 yards rushing. That is the 6th most ever for a freshman. He had 2 touchdowns. Made his debut last year against TCU, where he had 16 carries for 88 yards. Good, hard, strong runners, got some speed. And again, Rodney Smith out of Jonesboro, Georgia. Keep an eye on him, man, because he is doing big, big things. Sluggo in the chat room says, we got to rope these guys off, play at home in the Dome or Turner Field, or better yet, Georgia State. Yeah, that's right, homeboy. Gophers doing good. Who else we got out of Georgia? Oh, yes, another defensive back. We seem to like those D-backs out of Georgia. Duke McGee, he's a redshirt junior out of Decatur. He played his high school ball at Cedar Grove High School, and he's majoring in youth studies. He's a 2-time letter winner. He is 6'1", 205 pounds. Yeah, 205 must be the limit or something. I think all these guys have weighed 205 pounds. But Duke is, again, solid player. He played in 13 games. He started 1 last year. He had 41 tackles, 23 solo, 1 behind the line of scrimmage. So we're expecting big things from him as well this year. He's going to be part of a very, very good Gopher defense that is really, I think, starting to find their way. And with the break in the schedule, i.e. no Ohio State, no Michigan this year, I look for Duke to find some playing time and to really make a difference here. So my main man, offensive lineman, number 76, Vincent Calhoun. He is out of Roswell, Georgia. He played at Centennial High School. He is ranked as a 3-star transfer prospect by ESPN. Got to like that. He is coming in here by way of Southwest Mississippi Community College. 6'4", 330 pounds. He's a human resource development major. And, man, if it's one thing that our offensive line needs, it is size. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Vincent Calhoun brings to us. But, again, he's another Golden Gopher from Georgia, y'all. And almost last, we got a couple more here. And, again, Sports Done Right, going over these Georgia Gophers here just to let my people know that, yes, Minnesota does come on down there to recruit from the GA, baby. Donnell Green is a 6'7", 345-pound offensive lineman. He comes to us by way of Marietta, Georgia. He played at Kell High School. 2014 graduate of Kell. He helped lead them in high school to a 13-1 record, and they made it to the state semifinals. He protected an offense that passed for over 2,300 yards and had 25 touchdowns. Really looking forward to seeing, again, size, 6'7", 345. He's another JUCO guy out of Coffeyville Community College, wherever that may be. But again, from Kell High School, Marietta, Georgia. So we're digging it. And last but not least, we got Jonathan, Celestin. He comes to us from Jonesboro, Georgia, from Mundy's Mill High School as well. He's a linebacker, 6'1", 220. He's a two-time letter winner, majoring in kinesiology. He played in all 13 games last year, started 3. He had 43 tackles, 4 for losses behind the line of scrimmage. He forced a fumble. And, by the way, I've got to give it up, academic, all Big Ten. So hitting the books as well. Job well done, sir. But again, that's Jonathan Celestin. So the Georgia guys making big things happen up here as well. Let me get in this chat room here. And again, got to welcome the one and only Big Foe is in the house, Mr. C. Mack. I appreciate you coming through to hang out with the Sports Governor, sir. Thank you very much. We welcome Grego. That ninja. Oh, ninja. I could probably answer that question for you. Damn, I wonder how many snow bunnies it takes to lure a ninja from the south and get him to come to southern Canada. Oh, ninja, let me tell you. It don't take many. It does not take many at all. And it's not just the snow bunnies up here as well. There are a lot of very attractive young sisters up here as well. We have a burgeoning Latino population, and it's just all good up here in the Twin Cities, man. I keep trying to tell y'all, granted, you got to come up here in the summertime, make no mistake about it. But you come up my way, man. We'll show you a good time. And I think once you get up here, you'll have a new view on the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul. And you'll see why this area, by the way, of over 3 million people in the metro area up here, by the way, folks. I mean, we're not Southern. We are Southern Canada, but we're cool. We're cool. Many got them all, JB. What up, man? JB Jennings is in the building. Yes, John Fisher, we got some senoritas for you, man. You come on down to East Lake Street, Minneapolis. Hey, man, we'll hit up all the little Mexican restaurants, and you'll see what the Gov is talking about. I keep trying to tell y'all, you got it all wrong, man. This is a great place to be. Winters suck, but like Prince said, the winters help keep the bad people out. But I'm looking to relocate in a few years. I ain't going to lie. I'm tired of this winter crap, so... is what I say to winter. All right, folks. So with that being said, let's keep it moving here. We got a little preview. And again, that was our kind of Gopher update. Again, we hope that Shannon Brooks gets back real soon, because that guy has got breakaway speed and he is phenomenal. So our Gophers definitely need him. Sluggo says microwave going on the Northern Tour. That's right, man. I forgot. He's going to hit up Detroit first, isn't he? Grego says Buck Godfrey still coaching at Southwest DeKalb. Cedric's saying what up to everybody. JB, a ninja don't mess with that cold, Vince. Sluggo says, damn, 2 from Jonesboro. I need to find a middleman with the Brown sack. Exactly, man. I'm telling you. The Gophers making inroads into the wonderful state of Georgia. And, granted, they may not be Georgia's 4-star athletes by any means, but they come up here. We must have a good coaching staff because, like I said, a couple of these guys are on the verge of becoming all Big Ten players here. Now, with that being said, let's take it on down to the SEC. Talk about one of my favorite teams down south. That's right, the Louisiana State Tigers, baby, down there on the bayou. What's up, LSU football? Les Miles, baby. And let's talk about it. LSU, let's talk about that offense. We know Leonard Fournette, best player in college football, arguably, that runs the ball. But if they are going to be successful down there in Baton Rouge, going to have to get a passing element to their game this year. And I really think that that's going to be the key, even more so than Fournette. Fournette's going to do his thing. He had one bad game last year that somehow, some way, unfortunately, took him out of the Heisman hunt. He had one bad game against the eventual national champions. I don't really get it, but hey, who am I? I'm just the sports governor. But it's not going to be Leonard, or shouldn't be all about Fournette, because the Tigers really need to not only work on that passing game, because that passing game is what's going to open it up for Leonard Fournette to get those big yards, to break off some of them runs. And with that being said, they had Brandon Harris. But, okay, here's the thing. Here's what I'm trying to say here. I was just got lost in a train of thought there. Harris is never going to be Tom Brady, but he should be a positive after a good offseason. Of course, the offense is mostly going to work around Fournette, as we said, but he might not have to carry as much of the load if the passing game does its part. And that's what was mentioned here in a couple of articles that I pulled some of this research from as well. And that's what I was saying there. Now, let's talk about that defense here for a minute for LSU. They got a new defensive coordinator, a gentleman named Dave Aranda, and he's not looking to ramp up the pressure, but what he is looking to do is to go to a 3-4 alignment down there in Baton Rouge and use that as much as possible. And he wants to make the plays and the schemes very easy for all the veterans to quickly adapt to. So he's looking to get this in right now so they can start using it right away. Some of my notes here, the 4 starters are back to a line that can switch up. So while they did lose guys like Deion Jones and Lamar Lewis from the linebacking corps last year, what Louisiana State has is a ton of speed. They got a lot of young guys, a lot of good talent there to work into the field. And keep an eye. Jamal Adams is a guy you want to keep an eye open for. Jamal Adams, he should really transfer himself into one of the best safeties in the country this year. So make sure you keep an eye open for him. So, again, you want to keep an eye on LSU's defense going to the 3-4, which a lot of people think is going to be a good move. Again, the linebackers that'll help turn them loose from all angles, while the front three's job is going to be to basically just kind of dominate, clog up the middle of the field, take the run game away from people. Other thing that Louisiana State has to work on, and Coach Les Miles really has to get them working on, is their penalties, man. Louisiana State last year, check this out. I was doing the research here. Man, they were hit with 97 penalties last year. Okay, 97. Now, good teams will be, they'll be able to kind of overcome that, but 8 penalties a game is way too much. And once you start getting into your conference games, those are going to come back to hurt you. So no penalties, or a lot less than 97, is, again, what we're going to have to look at there as well. So Leonard Fournette, again, no real mystery there. Derrick Henry deserved to win the Heisman in the Gov's opinion. But, a great class of guys last year, Deshaun Watson, Christian McCaffrey being felonious. finalists. And Fournette definitely earned his place at the table.